I was called to my cards and my team told me to record. So this is not a personal message. This is a collective message. And they're giving me a feminine energy here. Okay. So this is a message for the feminines out here. And I broke open the deck and I saw co-creation, and then on the bottom is orphaned. Okay. So many of you may feel like you are in current circumstances here where you possibly are wearing a mask to protect yourself. Maybe there's been some sort of orphaned, left behind, lack, loss, grief type of energy that you may be sitting in right now. Okay. And you have a message to co-create because things, yeah, you're being asked to mend this because something is about to come in and shift. Okay. Something is about to shift is what I'm getting. Yeah, here and now. All right. So you may not see something coming as I'm saying this. Okay. You may not see something that's about to come, but right now, here and now, you are being asked to heal this grief, to mend this. I'm getting anger. There's an anger here. Humble. They want you to come into a state of humility here, and they want you to move with grace. They're saying lack mercy. Okay. So um when us as the divine feminines here, we move with grace, 111, right? And sometimes that grace and that mercy is a very, very fine line, right? But when we're moving with too much mercy, we are basically carrying the emotional labor of what people have done and caused us, right? That grief, right? So maybe this is why that grief or that loss or that orphaned energy needs to be mended right now so that you can move with grace and lack that mercy, right? Because sometimes if we're not in that strength of power, that empowerment, right, within that self-worth, that self-value, we can actually overextend ourselves and give mercy where we need to actually apply grace, stand in our strength, and not react from that impulse, from that anger. You're being asked to heal this right now. Okay, heal this dark energy. I'm not saying it's dark energy, but right, it needs to be transmuted out here, okay? And clarify why we need this mending, my beautiful angels. Woo! Because that's unfinished, all right? There's a new beginning here, all right? Something that was left undone is about to be rediscovered, okay? Within the grief, within the orphaned energy here, okay? Um, the lesson is still there. There's still something that you need to find within that pain, okay? But something is approaching 52, 32, 10. There's a completion here. Things are about to reset, okay? There's going to be a reset, 9 and 10, right? So you have to transition out of this orphaned energy, right? This grief energy. Mend that now because things are transitioning, okay? And you have a deep knowing about this, all right? So there's this kind of like this inner knowing. They're giving like headache energy. So if you are the divine feminine, you've been receiving like a lot of like head pressure, headaches here because you're being guided to clear the crown and the third eye to begin seeing clearly here. Okay, your gift of discernment is being heightened at this time as well, is what they're telling me. They're showing me a butterfly. Okay, this is a metamorphosis process that you're currently going through. Okay, so they're asking you be flexible. Okay, we have 3 eggs showing up, okay? Fertility, new beginnings, abundance, right? 3 on my timestamp. And it's like that Holy Trinity, right? The Holy Spirit. Many of you work with the Holy Spirit, or you're being asked to do so. Look at an exchange of gifts, right? That treasure, the gift, okay? You're about to receive something here, okay? And maybe this grief, this anger, that's going to resonate with you on your personal journey. It could possibly be blocking the flexibility, the flow of letting this gift come in, okay? Because there's something here that's unfinished that needs to, that's coming in, okay? That's coming in. So I'm going to see you at part 2 for the tarot.